Okay, so for today's video, I wanted to come to you guys with some very expert advice. I grew up in Orlando, Florida, which means I grew up where all of you go on vacation, or if you're in the UK, on holiday. So I thought I would give you the 5 best restaurants in my professional Orlandonian opinion that you should try. A lot of these are not like in these sort of iDrive type places, so you know, just bear that in mind. Probably a better idea if you have a rental car if you want to go to some of these, but anywho, they are in no particular order, but I will probably tell you which ones I love the best, and also at the end I've got some honorable mentions. Number 1 is Hummus House. This is in East Orlando. They have super friendly staff. When we used to go there, the owner used to make an appearance every so often, which I kind of love. They have the best pita chips on the planet. Like, hands down the best. They have so many vegetarian options as well. I don't know about vegan options, but I'm fairly certain they do. And it's where I learned what tabbouleh was, and I love it. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I don't really care. Tabbouleh. Number 2 is Four Rivers Barbecue. And if you're from Orlando or you frequent Orlando, you know what Four Rivers is. I don't know if Florida like has a type of barbecue. You know how there's like Carolina barbecue and Texas barbecue and Kansas City barbecue. I don't know if like Florida gets its own or if we like borrow someone else's. But hey yo, Four Rivers Barbecue is where it's at. King Bao, which I think is on Orlando Avenue. It's the first place I ever had bao buns. And oh my Lanta, I love bao buns. They were so good. One of them had coleslaw in it. Like, I don't even know if that's a real thing, but it was so nice. So King Bao. Lazy Moon Pizza, which is also in East Orlando, very close to Hummus House, is just really good. And I consider myself a pizza connoisseur. They have vegan options, they have gluten-free options. Phenomenal. They also have like one of those challenge pizzas where like you eat the whole pizza kind of situations, like man versus food, which I'm down for any kind of me versus food situation. And number 5, I know there is more than one location of this restaurant, but it's so nice. It's called Witch Witch, and I always went to the one in Lake Mary, which is like a little bit outside of Orlando, like proper. And basically you take a bag off the wall and you check what you want on your sandwich or wrap or whatever. Like you can get like lettuce wraps and stuff. And you check off all the things that you want. And then they just like make the sandwich. So they can't get your order wrong. Because you literally put it on the pad. And they just take the bag from you and like put it on their little order clip. So those are my 5 best restaurants to try in Orlando. All of them are reasonably priced. None of them are too expensive. Never been bad and bougie. I can always do like a high-end one if anyone's interested in that. But my honorable mentions are very important. Publix subs, I couldn't consider it a restaurant. Sorry, Publix isn't a restaurant, it's a grocery store, but they make the best sub sandwiches in the entire planet. Tijuana Flats, not sure how far across the country that goes now. So I didn't want to consider it a Florida restaurant or like an Orlando-based situation, but it started in Orlando by some people who went to UCF. Best like Tex-Mex type food. They have a hot sauce bar, so if you're into that hot one's life, that's the place to be. Giant Panda, it's a Chinese buffet. You might make yourself sick, but it's kind of worth it as well. Johnny's Diner, which is actually in Winter Park on the corner of 436 and University in that plaza with like the bubble tea place and stuff. Oh, that place is dope. It's family owned and operated, small business. My dad loved it. My grandparents loved to go there. It's in walking distance of the house that like my family kind of grew up in. Incredible. Johnny's Diner. And these two are like polar opposites and they're kind of really close to one another. But Ravenous Pig in Winter Park and Ethos in Winter Park. Ravenous Pig is like meat based. But it is really high end. That's why I didn't include it on my list. We've only eaten there once, but it was a really nice eating experience. And then Ethos, which we've eaten at a couple of times, which is a vegan restaurant. And it was also really good. Ash didn't love either of those places. He said that he felt like they were a bit disingenuous, and that's why they went on the honorable mentions but not on the main list. So they're also a little bit more expensive, but Ethos is really great if you're into vegan food or like plant-based stuff, and the Ravenous Pig if you're the opposite of that. Those are my 5 favorite restaurants in the Orlando area for you to try if you want to get off the beaten path when you go, the next time you go to Florida on holiday or vacation, or even if you live in the US and you just end up there. Those are the places to try outside of the normal tourist area, and also for quite a bit less money than you're gonna get on iDrive. See you soon. Have a good day. Don't forget to like this video and hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, if you'd like to know more about Orlando.